Okay, quick mic check before we start. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Hello, and we're back. So we finished off Death's Door and Kingdom Hearts 1, so we've got a couple slots for some new games, and since we played through the first Voice of Cards on stream, I thought we'd do the second one. So I've not actually seen too much about this one compared to the first. All I've really seen is kind of the promo tweets that Square's been putting out for it, which has mainly just been kind of like the artwork of the characters. But two of the things I do know about this is they've added in a speed up option for the game. What's it under? Game speed. There we go. Got that right. Writing's tiny. At high speed, the Game Master will do his best to get through the cards as quickly as possible, though some cards refuse to be rushed. Due to the enormous toll this takes on the Game Master's body, however, the game may start to act strange. Okay, yeah, I did hear about this. Yeah. They added in a fast forward, or a high speed mode, but it kind of breaks the game a little bit, so I think I'll play without that. Apparently, just in general, they've sped it up as well as adding the high speed mode in. The other thing is there was a couple of pre-order content that I've got. It's mostly just like decorative stuff, like let's have a look. It wasn't the card faces. I think it was the card back. And the table, I think? Table, yeah. And the dice as well? No. Just the card back and the table, which I've gone with the pre-order ones because they look nicer. Otherwise, I know pretty much nothing else about this game, so let's get going. Is this game frozen? Okay, good.
Ah, I bid you welcome. I shall be your game master for this tale. It is a pleasure to have you.
Yeah, it's a different voice from last time.
Just like this, I will be using cards to draw you into the world of this story. From time to time, you may be presented with choices like this.
We're going right.
Incorrect. It doesn't mean anything, but still.
Were they both failures, or was... okay.
You're following along with all this, I trust? Moving on, I believe your experience of the story will be shaped in no small part by my narration. As such, I hope you'll have rather more fun keeping the sound on while you play. That said, rest assured that the game remains enjoyable without sound. My words will be subtitled just as they are now.
I think I preferred the older narrator dude. Display subtitles, yes.
With the formalities sorted, we're all ready to begin the game. My. Yeah, you can hear the sound of the waves. Oh, how very evocative. Now then, let's begin our tale. Allow me to welcome you to the world of Voice of Cards.
It's good to be back.
You're about to step into the shoes of the hero of this tale as he sets forth on a grand adventure. Said adventure takes place in a remote part of the sea, in which ancient traditions are alive and well. you will touch the hearts of many who dwell in this place as you journey to change fate's promise of untold ruin.
I can handle it.
I believe in you. I believe your journey will be a success.
The one other thing I did actually hear about this game is they did make it more difficult, which is great because the first game was a cakewalk.
And on that note, it is time for that journey to begin. May the waves see you safely across the tides.
Hey. It's the ship in the shape of a giant whale.
In a secluded grotto, the sound of the waves echoes softly across the rock walls. A solitary young man stands in front of a ship floating in the water. Brush in hand, he busies himself painting the vessel. Once he finishes his work, he decides to carve his name into the side of the hull. A finishing touch.
Oh. Did I get to pick characters' names in the first game? I don't remember. I think we might have for the main character.
You carve your name in small lettering into the ship. Oh, a handsome name, that. This young lad is the hero of our tale, and your window into the world. You are a navigator without a ship, and your soul yearns to set out upon the ocean blue, for your own reasons. You have spent a great deal of time repairing the wrecked ship before you, in the hopes of crafting a partner, aboard which you might sail the high seas.
Okay, I was wondering if it was his ship or...
The sound of a wooden box tumbling to the ground rips through the grotto. You heave a deep sigh and decide to head over to the source of the racket.
Are they going to give me the explanation for the... Yeah, there we go. For movement, we know. We played the first game. Let's take a look at the ship.
You need to head over to the source of the
Oh.
noise, so you turn back around.
Let's have a look around. I do like the table. Right.
The source of the noise turns out to be a young girl. It looks as though she has knocked over a wooden box, packed with shipbuilding supplies, and is in quite a panic about it. The girl's name is Laddie. You came across her some time ago, collapsed on a beach. You attempted to bring her to a nearby village, but she was quite opposed to the idea for some reason. As such, she has been helping you repair the ship here. You're not quite sure how to respond to her knocking the box over.
Let's be nice.
It's okay, you say in a gentle, reassuring tone. Laddie's worried expression melts away, replaced by one of relief.
And the character in the first game was kind of a bit of a jerk, so let's play this as nice as possible.
You move to leave the grotto, saying, "I'm going to the village to get some food." Laddie waves goodbye, her forlorn smile seeing you off. The young woman has lost her ability to speak. Neither of you have any knowledge of how she ended up in her situation, and you spend many quiet hours together in the grotto. The scent of the sea and a sense of isolation hang heavy in the air. The island is bound for ruin and has had its name since before any can really recall. This is Omega Isle. You take a deep breath and then set out for the nearby Omega Village, which shares the island's name.
Make your way to the village. Okay. Okay, the backs of these casts make this look very visually busy. Like, goddamn. Okay, let's take a look at our boy, see what he's got, skills-wise. Stab and air thrust. Okay. Any abilities? Nope. And you've got basic shit. Okay. Oops.
Beyond the pier, the ocean sprawls out in all directions, beckoning you to adventure.
Okay, and like last time, I'm just gonna reveal
You
everything.
have arrived near the entrance of the village. You spy a shadow skulking about in the midst of a thicket. The shadows fall away to reveal a small monster. It's unusual to see one this close to the village.
That thing is adorable.
It might be cute, but it's still a monster and a threat.
Oh.
You must slay the beast before it can cause trouble or worse in the village.
Oh, fine. Oh. New battle music. Oh, he's got the ability to charge and generate a gem. Okay. I'm gonna guess this thing's weak to wind. No, okay. I like that battle music. That's a good tune. Okay, so this island's going to be pretty small then. Oh. This Spirit Spire. Okay, this map is huge, like Jesus. Yeah.
Gorgeous flower beds burst with blossoms that will one day wilt and wither away, much like Omega Village itself. This is a village that has accepted its fate to be but a moment in time, destined to fade.
Okay. Unusually dark, I wasn't expecting that. Do we have a game parlor? Maiden Shrine, okay.
An island in want of a maiden shall fall, he mutters, to no one in particular.
Oh, okay, so they don't have a maiden, so they've just accepted that the village is going to get destroyed at some point.
This might be the last time I see this flower bed, the boy says, gazing forlornly at the flowers.
Dude, how soon do they think they're going to get destroyed?
I wish I got to be the maiden, the girl says mournfully, dressed head to toe in maiden garb, and clearly pretending to be such.
Okay. Also, they're reusing a lot of the NPC cards, which, you know, fair enough. Can't remake everything for every game.
Diligently cleans the grounds of the maiden shrine.
Alright then. Oh, armor.
How may I help you? The proprietor inquires.
Do you have new stuff, or do you just sell the basic stuff we've already... You do have new stuff. So, 800, we've got 200. Oh. Oh, he gets different weapon types. Interesting. Oops. So in the first game, everyone just had like their particular weapon. I wonder if that means there'll be other characters that can use the same stuff. Interesting. 15, 20, but you lose speed. Lose attack to gain speed. That's just a good all-rounder. Interesting. It's not just straight like upgrades on all of your weapons, it's trade-offs.
Will that be all? The proprietor asks.
For now. Yeah, we know how equipment works. What about the accessory shop?
How may I help you? The proprietor inquired.
This is new. That's a new piece of artwork. We didn't see you before. Very fancy lady. No, they had ring shops before, didn't they? Yeah, they did. Wow, they're just selling all of the elemental resistant rings just right off the bat. Okay.
Will that be all? The proprietor asks.
Okay, Elder's house.
You stop in at the mayor's house and discover that he already has a guest. The two are engaged in discussion. You listen in and learn that they are troubled by monsters that have appeared near the village and have been devouring precious stores of food. The villager sighs deeply. I suppose it's about the end for the village, they say flatly before departing the mayor's home. The man left standing in the room has a certain sagacity about him. He notices you waiting and inclines his head in greeting.
His cut is just a black version of Latti's, isn't it? Design looks very similar.
His name is Grief. As the village's mayor, he spends his days dealing with all manner of happenings around town. He looks to be at a loss over the damage being caused by the monsters. It would likely be a simple matter for you to deal with the beasts.
Sure.
You offer to deal with the monsters in exchange for some food, and Grief replies with his thanks. You're always a big help. This is part of your daily routine. You work to sort out the village's troubles in order to procure food to eat.
Okay, so is Lati gonna join us, or are we doing this solo?
A monster has appeared before you. It holds what's left of a piece of fruit in its teeth, and its mouth moves restlessly. With a sigh, you mutter, "Let's get this over with then," and ready your weapon.
Okay, still giving me combat tutorials. Oh, pardon me. So if he has charge just as like a natural option that he has, I wonder if anyone's going to get an ability to draw multiple like Melanie did in the first game. Oh, I do have some consumable items. I didn't even look at those. That should one-shot. Fair enough, game. fair enough. Try again. There we go.
Good work.
Trying to remember, do you recover health when you level up? I think you do.
With practiced skill, you swing your weapon. The blade flashes through the monster's throat.
Oh.
Merciless. Perfect aim. It would appear that you are quite accustomed to killing. You wipe the blood off your weapon. As you do, you notice a shadow in the distance. Another monster, perhaps?
Wearing a crown and holding a wand. Sure, let's go in close for the kill.
Silently, you creep up on the shadow and bring your blade down on it with practiced speed. But the shadow nimbly evades your strike and runs off. Whatever the shadow was, it was taken aback by your unexpected assault. It looks like it ran off in the direction of the spire near the village.
Yes, okay, thank you. No, I'm good. Thank you, game. I wish there was an option at the start that just said, did you play the first game? And if you click yes, it just skips all of the tutorials.
You stand before the Spirit Spire, said to have been erected to protect the island. Yet with the villagers having accepted ruination, it now stands forlorn, an edifice without a purpose. This place, so named for the spirits themselves, is one that the villagers do not enter. Despite this, you say to yourself, I have to get rid of the monster, and decide to profane the place with your presence.
I guess this doesn't count as a... Oh, what was I going to say? I guess this doesn't count as one of like the dungeons that only lets you quick travel so far.
There are some words etched into the door, but they are weathered and difficult to read. Worried though you are about whatever the words might say, you nonetheless try pushing the handle. With some protest, the door groans open.
That's going to have some kind of consequence. There's no way they'd mention a door with faded words on it and not have it be like... As triggering some kind of curse or magic or some shit.
By the shadow of the monster you encountered earlier. Your insight that it had taken refuge in the spire has proven a good one. The shadow notices your presence and flies off at blinding speed. You can't help but admire the rapid escape, though it looks like you're back to chasing after a shadow.
How much money do I have? Still not very much.
You survey your surroundings, relying on the shafts of sunlight filtering in through the windows. However, you're unable to see the monster from where you are.
Okay. No, it's quicker to use the right stick to do this. Okay, we'll come back to you, Walter. Okay. Just the altar then.
In the back of the large hall, there is an altar, which evinces a sense of deep mystery. The altar is wrought of a strange kind of stone, its surface polished smooth. It looks as though it's meant for use in some important ritual. You approach the altar to check that there are no places for monsters to hide themselves away inside it.
Let's go with who's there.
In reply to the mysterious and unidentifiable voice that suddenly rent the silence, you ask in a sharp tone, "Who's there?"
I spirit.
You strain your ears, trying to make out the broken snippets of words echoing off the chamber walls.
Lati. So that is actually her name
After
then.
speaking a word that rings familiar to your ears, Laddie, the voice becomes impossible to hear. It cannot be. Could you truly have heard the voice of the spirit from the Maiden's myth passed down on the island? All signs of the monster you were in pursuit of seem to have vanished. For the time being, you decide to return to the village and report your success.
We didn't fight any monsters while we were in here. No, it doesn't seem like there's any... Yeah. Okay. I thought that would have been like a fight your way through it. No, let's check out the item shop, see if there's anything new.
How may I help you? The proprietor inquires.
Oh! It's, yeah, one of the big muscle guys from the first game. It's the guy you ended up fighting 1v1 as Bruno when he first joins. No torch? No. And you can buy... Oh, it's salves that apply to all characters. Okay. And then all of these are returning from the first game. Oh, by me. Smoke bombs new? I think there might be. I don't remember those from the first one.
Will that be all? The proprietor asks.
Yeah, I'm just gonna ban that person because I have no interest in buying followers. Thank you very much. Right.
When you arrive at the mayor's house, there is a young visitor already there. She looks to be making an impassioned request of Greeth. In a wearied voice, Greeth replies, "There is no longer any maiden in our village." Admonished, the girl leaves the house with disappointment written across her expression. You inform the mayor that you've taken care of the monsters around town. As thanks for completing the job, the mayor hands you a basket of fruit. Oh, good, you think to yourself. Another day, another basket of fruit.
And back to the grow. Yeah, you know what? Let's actually take a look at the collection. It gives us a vague idea of just like how much stuff there is in the game. So 30 item cards, 71 equipment cards. That's way more than last time. Oh, there's no mystery cards this time. 87 skills. Yeah, I think that's up from last time as well. That is the same code, just in a different colour. Oh, it's very similar. Fighting monsters, I think that's about the same. And those would be the chapter intro things. You know, I didn't actually go into my house or cast the quick travel thing. I didn't go into my house or the Maiden Shrine, so let's take a look at those.
Home sweet home.
Oh, okay.
You lay yourself down and close your eyes.
Yeah, I guess there isn't an inn in this first village. Alright, what about the shrine?
The windows are closed, and it's too dark to see much inside. All sound seems to fall away.
Okay. Alright, Letty, what have you been up to?
You re-enter the grotto and announce your return. On a normal day, Laddie would already have zipped over to greet you. But today, nothing.
What's going on?
You walk over to Laddie and discover that she is sound asleep. Life in the grotto is not one of creature comforts. Rather, a fair few inconveniences. You've tried several times to bring Laddie to the village, but she was adamantly opposed on every occasion. You sometimes catch glimpses of her face while she sleeps. Always it is contorted in anguish, as though she is in the throes of a terrible nightmare. You notice a bulky book lying open next to Laddie, filled with carefully drawn words and images. It seems to be some kind of picture book that Laddie made herself.
Okay.
You know, I confess,
Yeah, let's take a peek.
unable to overcome your curiosity. You decide to take a look at the picture book. Beside evocative images of deep forests and towering mountain ranges, Laddie has written a story patterned after the Maiden's myth. The picture book story is set in a small village replete with nature. The village enjoys the promise of peace and tranquility, thanks to the young woman born to be the Maiden. The Maiden goes before the altar to perform a ritual which invokes the power of a great spirit to protect the village. You look over the artwork, a spitting recreation of the altar you saw in the spire, and think back on the mysterious voice. The voice claimed it was a spirit, and you're certain it spoke Laddie's name. You are so caught up in the thoughts racing through your head that you fail to notice Laddie had awakened. Laddie seems embarrassed that you've seen her book. Tears prick the corners of her eyes.
Oh.
If Laddie were indeed the Maiden, it would be no exaggeration to call her the very light of hope, a protective force that could save the island from its encroaching ruin. With faint expectation tightening your chest, you consider taking her to the altar in the spire.
Okay, so just based on every other JRPG with maidens in it, like, she's gonna get sacrificed, isn't she? That's the whole kind of point of
You've given Laddie some of the fruit you brought.
the altar stuff.
She dreamily stuffs some of it into her mouth. Maybe she likes it. You hope so. Your stomach rumbles as you watch her. And together, the two of you enjoy a light meal.
Hey. Is she gonna be a mage like Melanie was in the first game? Take a look. Let me see your skills. Magic strike and heal. Okay. What equipment do you carry? Staff and... okay. Oh, hang on. Omega staff is permanent. Can't change that. Okay. Didn't they already tell me about game overs? You know what, let's save. Okay, so this counts as a prologue, not chapter 1. Okay. What happens if we try and enter the village? Yes, does it let us?
When you move toward the village, Laddie grips you tightly from behind. It seems she has no wish to let any of the villagers see her face. You consider how difficult this must be for her, and keep her hidden behind you as you enter the village.
I was expecting her to like stay outside of the village. Okay, so what happens if we go to... oh, do we not get any new dialogue?
You lead the party back to your home.
Oh, yeah, this is where we rest, so yeah, I guess it
You all agree
makes sense that
this
she'd
is no time for a nap.
follow us in. No, you're just repeating the same stuff. Alright. Okay, what equipment can Lati wear from the armourer? Okay, none of the weapons because she's locked into what she's got. All of the armors. Yeah, we'll stick with what we've got for the moment. Yes.
You take Laddie with you and return to the spire. As you approach the entrance of the spire, the staff that Laddie clutches close begins to emit a faint light. Seeing the mysterious light, you are convinced Laddie has a deep connection to the spire. Her expression uneasy. Laddie takes hold of your sleeve with a tentative touch.
Again, still no fights, I take it? Guess not. Yeah, still no fights.
You stand before the altar once more, bathed in an air of mysticism. The light emitting from Laddie's staff intensifies, as if indicating its destination.
Excellent. The Maiden.
In response to the enigmatic voice, Laddie's staff exudes a dazzling light. A spirit appears right before your eyes. Well, maybe it's a spirit? It's some kind of strange stuffed animal.
Yeah, it looks like a hand puppet. I am the spirit, Kaf Kaf.
The stuffed toy seems to be affecting a voice of considerable gravitas and choking itself in the process. This creature is called Lack. Though you cannot be certain it speaks the truth, it claims to be a spirit.
I mean, it's got little devil horns, like... Come on.
You approach, hoping to ask about the Maiden. But with blinding speed, Lack zooms behind Laddie, putting her between you as a shield.
Oh yeah, he's in the hood of her coat now.
You're the one from before, Lack says, quaking. It would appear that you're mistaking the creature for a monster, and doggedly chasing after it has made it rather afraid of you.
Do you have anything that you could use to make amends? I guess the fruit.
You hold out an offer of reconciliation, and Lack takes it and immediately starts munching away. Between bites, it says, "You've got some good taste there." You're not really sure if the make good worked out, but in any event, Lack looks willing to listen to you now. You ask about the Maiden once more, and Lack begins to talk a lot. It seems to enjoy doing so. Just as the Maiden's myth handed down amongst the denizens of the island suggests, it explains, Laddie was indeed born to be the Maiden here. However, she was unable to take up her role. This has caused no small amount of distress over the island's inevitable destiny to sink beneath the raging waves.
So that's what's supposed to happen to the islands, they sink.
Lack concludes with a proposal. How's about you go and meet with the other maidens and fetch the Maiden's relics? As you had hoped, Laddie appears to be the key to the island's salvation.
Get the Maiden's relics?
You ask, should we kill the maidens and steal the relics? Laddie shakes her head rapidly, as if to insist that you definitely should not do that.
Yeah, we don't need to go that far, Jesus.
As Lack explains, each maiden has an attendant, an escort, and protector. This would make it difficult to take the relics by brute force.
Okay, meet the other maidens?
This island is not the only one home to a spirit. There are islands throughout this archipelago, and upon each dwells one of the 4 maidens who govern their own spirit. The self-proclaimed spirit explains that if you bring the maiden's relics that each of these maidens possess back to this spire, Laddie will be able to become a maiden herself. Laddie shows the staff in her hand, wearing an expression that seems to say, "This is a maiden's relic."
Yeah, I really don't trust Lack at all.
Laddie becomes a maiden and performs the maiden's ritual at the altar. The island can be saved. The world-changing immensity of what you have just learned echoes in your mind. It takes you a little while to fully digest it, but it does just so happen you've been readying a seaworthy vessel for your own purposes. You accept Lack's proposal to help Laddie become a maiden.
I don't want him to. Okay, so is he...
So, you want me to poof you back to the entrance?
Yes, poof away.
You decide to make for the spire's exit.
So is Lack like an actual party member, or not just like a voice on Latty's shoulder? Yeah, he's an actual party member. Okay. Poke. Okay. Abilities. We didn't check Latty. No. Lack doesn't have one either. Equipment? What do you have? Nothing? Oh, you just permanently have nothing. Okay. I wonder how that's going to work then. Oh yes, the little furball from there. Yes, I know about gems. Yes, we know. Thank you. Alright, we've got to get rid of you.
Magnificent.
And that was heal, wasn't it? Yeah. Either something's going to change with Lack, and he gets to be able to use equipment, or he's going to get some really good, like, stat. Increases any stats when he levels up. Deal damage equal to the value of 3 rolled dice. Thunderbolt. Okay, cool. Okay, stats affecting. Can I reorder hers? There we go. I like having the attack stuff up front. How much XP did I get from... Oh, events.
You come across an open-air stall. A sign reads, "Goods bought here."
Sure, let's take a look.
As you peer into the stall, its proprietress calls out to you. "This is an exchange shop. We'll pay good money for whatever you have. But this determines the price," she continues, revealing the die in her hand.
Ooh. Do I even have anything to sell? Because we're still super... Nope. No, I don't want to sell any of that. Okay.
It seems she's finished buying for the day. The proprietress begins closing up shop, and you go on your way.
Okay, that's an interesting new event. A bit unfortunate that I got it so early in the game. Hopefully it's a fairly common one.
Fight!
Easy win. I was gonna say, like, we got a fair bit of XP there compared to what we needed to level up. do two more fights just to get a couple of levels on everyone. Oh, the little mushroom dude's here as well. Yes, we know about weaknesses and resistances. We played the first game. Thank you. Alright, let's see how this one does. Okay. Alright, that'll do.
Accompanied by your new allies, you make to enter the village. But Laddie seems to find something about this idea disagreeable and clings to a tree nearby, refusing to budge. "Oh, I got this one," says Lack, evidently with some kind of plan in mind. The fluffy creature begins to chant a sort of mysterious spell. Suddenly, Laddie's face is transformed into that of an odd old man's. Laddie touches her transformed visage and then gives a thumbs up, perhaps as if to say, "Good job. You are a god." But Laddie looks sideways at you as she walks into the village, her identity now safely hidden.
Alright, back home.
This is your home. A desk pushed up near the wall is adorned with an unfurled map and a scattering of books. The navigation map is of your own design and depicts the various islands in this region of the sea. It contains information on the maidens of those nearby islands, culled meticulously from books and the tales of passing travelers. Before all of this, you had found yourself unable to merely sit and watch the village's decline, and so planned a voyage to seek aid from the maidens of the other islands.
That's convenient.
After popping into the back room, you emerge with a carefully polished ship's wheel and present it to your companions. It is the final piece of the ship you restored at the grotto. With it, you will finally be able to set sail on the voyage you have dreamed of for so long. You have made ready for the voyage, but before you set sail, you decide to stop in at the mayor's to say your farewells. Grieth's eyes fall over the unfamiliar face behind you. And who do we have here?
Well, who do we have here? Traveler, I don't know, my girlfriend. A traveler.
You respond, "A traveler, weary from a long journey." Grieth looks upon her with sympathy. Changing the subject, you explain to the mayor that you'll be leaving the village for a little while on a voyage to save the island. You felt sure that the mayor, with his love of the village, would see you off with a smile. And yet the moment you explain that you found a maiden who can save the island, his attitude changes like the fickle sea winds, and he voices opposition to your journey. "This island is destined to meet its end," he says. You can practically sense him digging his feet in. You cannot fathom why he, the mayor of the village, would believe something like that. Though each of you hold the island in your hearts, you cannot reconcile the difference of opinion like lovers going their separate ways after an acrimonious spat. It looks as though you will be setting out on bad terms.
The headband he's got on is kind of similar to hers. You can't really see hers at the minute.
You believe that your desire to save the island will prove to be the right perspective.
Why do I get the feeling they're setting me up to... We're going to go out and absolutely fuck some stuff up. Oh, does Letty still have like the old man face if I go into the menu? Let's have a look. Oh, she doesn't. Oh. It's not the same as muscle-bound Melanie.
Your ship. Your trusted companion. Once a mere wrecked husk that you labored to bring back to life with months of sweat and toil. You climb up to the stern, and with every bit of care you can muster, you attach the wheel. The final stroke upon the canvas. At last, your ship is finished. The vessel's design is patterned after a great whale. There are a number of mismatched parts.
They sure are.
That particular quirk only makes you love it all the more. As you look over your handiwork, you realize that your companion on this upcoming journey will need a name. What would a fitting name be, you ponder?
Okay, what does Letty think?
Letty tears a page from her book and then scribbles a name down on it. In her small handwriting is written, The Bon Vent. According to Lack, the words are a kind of prayer in the language of the spirits for safe passage when bidding one farewell on a long journey.
Alright, that sounds alright.
A farewell said before long journeys. The words could make a fitting appellation for your ship. You're unsure of just how much you ought to trust Lack or his skill with words, but nonetheless, decide to go with Laddie's suggestion.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Together, you load up the Bon Vent with the necessary provisions. Preparations for your departure are now finished.
No, let's go.
You throw your hands upon the ship's wheel and shout, "Weigh anchor!" with gusto. Your voyage has begun.
The only other thing we could have done was buy weapons, but we'd have to sit and grind out for the cash for it. And I'm sure they'll sell all that gear in the next chapter anyway, so it seems a bit pointless. So all of the spirits gonna look like Lark. It's the prologue done. Ooh.
Though your ship had long since forgotten the taste of seawater, it nonetheless cuts through the waves like a fillet knife through fresh fish. It is your first sea voyage. Laddie's eyes glitter as she looks out at the horizon, stretching ever onward over the endless blue expanse. She opens up your homemade navigation map, checking the locations of the islands where the other maidens live. On the island to the south of here lives a beauteous maiden garbed in azure robes, as though the sky itself is wrapped around her. After closing up the map, you grasp the wheel like a familiar old friend and tell the ship where you'd like to go. You now have free rein to sail across the sea as you see fit.
Hey.
New tales await you when you put into port on an island where a maiden dwells.
So can I just go to like the islands in any order? Oop. Okay, these have all got to be weak to lightning, right? I might turn on the fast forward thing just to see like how much faster it is.
Excellent.
May as well. I can see that ability getting very quickly swapped out for something else. Because the max that thing can do is 18 damage.
Congrats.
Give target of any element resistance down status elements and restores 10 HP. Groom. I'm not sure if I like the name of that ability. Let's save. I don't know why I felt the need to save on land there. No, I'm just gonna take a quick break for the loot. Be back very shortly. Okay, we're back. Okay, I'm genuinely curious to see how much it's gonna let me explore, or whether there's gonna be
Hope you win.
gates that block me off from going everywhere and kind of push me down like a rails. I really don't like the name of that ability. Oh, that's yeah. It's one of the passive abilities. Yeah. Wow, we got that pretty early. I remember it took ages before we started getting those in the first one. Sharpness. We're getting a lot of different variety of skills at the start of this. Little gold nugget. I think I managed to read what that said as it was going off screen. Sells for 100 gold? Yeah. And abilities, it wasn't just you had to pick one, it was they were all active at the same time, yeah.
I don't know what it is, but...
Oh, that cut off his dialogue.
Nope. Stop right there.
Oh, if you move while he's saying stuff, it cuts it off. Well, that sucks. There's no reason why it couldn't just continue.
And fight.
How much money am I getting for killing these? Nice, about 20 gold per enemy. Yeah, it looks like the game might... Gators?
Whirlpools are a common occurrence in this area of the sea. It doesn't seem like your ship is capable of crossing them.
Yet. I imagine that's going to be can't cross them yet.
Hope you win.
How much money are we at, actually? Let's take a look-see. 428. Just to double check, yeah, her weapon's still locked out. Okay. I wonder if she's only going to be able to use the...
Ah, the great open sea. Huzzah! What an adventure!
I wonder if she's only going to be able to use her own weapon and it's going to power itself up, or you're going to be able to use the other Maiden's stuff when we get them.
Don't hold back.
Oh god. Right, I was going to try out that quick mod, wasn't I? Let's give this a try. No, let's save first, just in case it does actually screw some stuff up. Where is it? Is the option only in... Oh, options, there we go. Okay, yeah, this is much, much faster. Oh, this is much better. I'm curious as to what it could screw up then. Maiden of Purity. Gain immunity to curse. That's going to be a new status effect, I think.
Ahoy, matey. It's like you can feel the sea breeze. Ha ha.
Get it all mapped out. God, we really are getting through these early level ups really quickly. Okay, so I think there was a bit of an audio bug there where it didn't do it didn't play a sound effect, but otherwise it seemed okay.
You spot something blown into the sky from a whale's spout. It looks like it might fall this way, but it's hard to make out with the sun behind it.
I think that was an enemy. Hit it with your sword. There we go.
You hurriedly draw your sword and strike the falling object. It turns out, it was a monster. The blow you struck has it disoriented. It immediately dives back into the sea and swims away, leaving behind a scattering of coins.
How much? 100. Alright. Okay, is this whole north area just going to be blocked off by whirlpools? Oh, they're weak to lightning. Okay. Got the wasps. You know, I really should kind of grind out fighting monsters and make sure I'm getting each of their story cards. So when I hit the end of the game, I don't have to come back and hunt around for specific enemies to fill out their things for completion. Because I'm going to try and get the platinum trophy on this, like I did with the first one.
And fight.
Nope. Lightning. this speed up more just makes the game so much better to play. You know, I'm just going to leave it on until I see anything that starts to look like it's falling apart. Self-heal. Just has 8 HP, so it's a set amount. I think it's going to be the clearing these status effects that's going to be the most useful in that. I didn't see what that said. There's a card with text on it, so let's go with catch it.
You open your arms wide, and into them falls a fish. It's a fat, tasty-looking fish. Your companion's stomachs growl at the sight of it. Recalling it's about time to eat, you deftly prepare it and share a friendly meal.
I was going to say that was going to be a heal. I don't want to hit the bottom row of those cards because I think that's going to move me to a different map. I want to make sure I get everything revealed on this one first. Just in case there's any like hidden treasures or anything.
Hope you win.
I wonder if poison's still as stupidly overpowered in this game as it was in the first one. Oh, damn it. Okay, so that looks like progress then. So can I go on these bottom ones? Yeah, okay. That had text on it, so I'm assuming it's going to be another fish. There we go.
And fight.
Okay, they're weak to lightning as well. I did think a lot of the enemies out in the sea would be weak to lightning. Okay, so they both paths to the same thing? Okay, we'll try them out once we've
Laddie eagerly eyes the fishing rod on the boat.
revealed everything on this
Some
map.
fishing, you ask? Except, it turns out she's never fished before.
Yeah, we'll teach you a fish.
You show her how to hold the rod, and she casts the line into the water. Almost instantly, the rod begins to bend. You'd better tell her when to pull up.
Okay, that's... I'm trying to like see what she's... Can't say.
The rod bends in fits and starts. You're sure she's got something on the line. Laddie rips the line out of the water at your insistence, exposing a bare hook.
Damn.
Okay. Pat her back reassuringly. Sometimes that's just how it goes.
Yeah, I thought the card on the other one made it seem like she was about to lose the fish.
You approach the remains of a ship floating in the waves and carefully steer your own vessel so as not to collide with the wreckage. As you do, Laddie pulls something up out of the water. It's completely soaked, but appears to be some kind of voyage log. Most of the ink is smeared by seawater, but one page is still legible.
Month X, day Y. We came across a shipwreck. There were no survivors. What should have been the treasure hold... what should have been the treasure hold was no more than a den of monsters due to the number of injured.
On that same page, you see a map detailing where the shipwreck can be found.
The ship, treasure and monsters is drawn in a location surrounded by cliffs in the Western Sea.
Deciding that shipwreck treasure may be worth finding, you slip the voyage log into your bag.
Okay, so this is another one of those find location, get treasures. I think it was overhearing bandits talk in the first game. Oh. Oh, you guys got some defense on you. Is it because I've gone into like a deeper sea? Oh boy.
Excellent.
Okay, cool. They both wasted their turns. Okay, I'm hoping this means I get like a decent chunk of XP for fighting these things. Yeah. That ignores defense. Okay, that move actually... Oh, right. That makes it a bit less useless then. Yeah, it's a different type of sea card, so it's different enemy spawns.
You catch Laddie stealing glances at the fishing rod on the boat. Perhaps she'd like another shot at glory.
Hell yeah.
Your guidance, she clumsily, haltingly readies the rod and casts the line into the water. Minutes pass. Suddenly, the rod jerks toward the water. Laddie, panic in her eyes, looks to you for help.
Okay, so is it the same?
The end of the rod whips toward the water.
I'm trying to see if it was the same text.
This is it. The big one. You turn to assist Laddie just in time to watch the rod fly out of her startled hands. Alas.
Damn it.
She looks up at you, her eyes welling up with tears. We can always buy another rod, you reassure her, placing a hand on her shoulder.
Okay. Need to find those mountains, get that treasure. We'll map the shallow waters first, before we go back to those deep ones. Ah, shipwreck. Yeah, that audio bug is like the only thing I've seen so far of the high-speed mod fucking up. You know what? Let's save because it's been a hot minute. Alright, shipwreck, what have you got?
You discover a shipwreck. You climb aboard and begin searching for anything useful.
Ooh.
When you return to your vessel, the shipwreck sinks silently into the sea.
Now, does that count as... I assume that that's... Yeah. I wonder if that shipwreck doesn't show up until you've got that scrap. Blizzard. Oh, it's to all enemies. Ooh. How many skills does she have? Okay, cool. She hasn't gone past her max yet.
A large chest floats in the water before you, no more than an arm's length away.
Yes, of
You
course.
take hold of the chest and pull it forward. When you do, the lid springs open and a glimmer catches your eye. You take a closer look at the glinting objects. Though corroded by seawater, they're undoubtedly coins.
Hey, 150. Now I've got enough cash to go buy some new stuff. Let's have a look. Where haven't I done around this edge yet? Over here. So what I'm thinking is I'll finish mapping this first little area and then we'll call it quits for tonight. And the way I'll do this is I'll do it the same way I did the first game, which is each stream I'll do like one chapter of the game. Then probably on the last chapter I might do like 2 or 3 just for like cleanup stuff. And then there'll be some post-game stuff as well.
You discover a shipwreck. You climb aboard and begin searching for anything useful.
Ooh, hell yes.
When you return to your vessel, the shipwreck sinks silently into the sea.
Okay, so that's another shipwreck surrounded by mountains, so... Maybe it's not the treasure scrap one? Was there another tile surrounded by maybe this one? No. So I'm pretty sure when you find those treasure map ones, the actual item in your inventory disappears. Or there's some kind of recognition in the text that, like, this is... Oh.
You did great.
Okay, looks like we've gone through like all of the super early level ups now. Seems like it's calmed down a little bit.
And fight.
Oh, damn it.
Hope you win.
Oh, yes, the fishing rod again. Alright, this just seems to be like a coin flip.
The rod bends and fits. And
Hey!
you're sure she's got something. She gathers herself for a moment and pulls with all her might. A small fish dangles on the line. Laddie, overcome with joy at her first catch, throws her arms around Lack and squeals with glee. You look at the fish, beaming with pride. You know what Laddie will be having for supper this evening.
All that just so she can heal 5 HP. Okay, I will stay out of the deep water for now. I didn't see that at all. Alright, let's catch it with our arms then. Okay, is that everything? Except for the deep water. Okay. Ooh, hello. Okay, you guys might be tough. Shit. Right. Yeah. Yeah, let's try this. Oh, fuck.
Magnificent.
You need to heal. How are they with wind? There we go. Yeah, these deep water fights, they're a lot tougher.
Laddie greedily eyes the fishing rod on the boat, but feels she is eager to have another go.
Sure.
Do you want to? Laddie's eyes light up. The rod is in her hands, and the line in the water before you can finish your question. Minutes pass. Suddenly, the rod jerks toward the water. Laddie's eyes dart toward you, pleading for guidance.
Not yet.
The water before you roils and bubbles. There's definitely something alive on the end of the line. Laddie waits patiently for her prey to tire before pulling back on the rod. What should erupt from the water but a monster, and one none too pleased to have a hook embedded in its flesh.
Okay, we can take all of these guys pretty easily. You can heal them. I actually meant to use it on himself, but sure. Now heal yourself. Baron's heal only works on himself, I think. Yeah, I know about items, thank you. Let's... Oh, she has a heal as well. I completely forgot about that. Ooh, okay.
Sometimes you hook a monster. It's an occupational hazard, you say, taking note of Laddie's thoroughly vexed expression. It will be a good long while before she even so much as looks at another fishing rod.
I don't know. Give it until the next event. Oh. Okay, I wasn't expecting this. Oh god, they've all got pretty high attack. Cool, they are weak to lightning. Oh, Jesus. Right, let's get rid of you then. Ugh. You heal. You lightning that one.
Fortune favors the bold.
Only 6, okay. You weak to wind? No, doesn't matter. Still dead.
Great.
Another shipwreck? Oh, is this the one from... Yeah.
Discover a shipwreck. You climb aboard and begin searching for anything useful.
Nice.
Now that I think about it, you say, pulling the voyage log out of your bag and looking at the map.
It did say that the thing was full of monsters.
It's just as you expected. This is the shipwreck you read about in the voyage log. As you peer further in, you see a door that likely leads to the treasure hold. You recall the log mentioning the treasure hold becoming a den of monsters, and turn to your comrades, urging them to be prepared for what may lie ahead.
If I don't open it, does it let me come back? Or is this a one and done? Let's open it.
Receiving a steady nod from your allies, you quietly unsheath your sword and open the door.
I should have gone back to the shop. See, what is it? Ooh. Fancy. Oh, resistant. Okay. Let's... Yes. Drop your attack. Are you guys weak to wind? Let's see. You are under crit. Hell yes.
Excellent.
Okay. How much does his heal thing for? I think he can heal himself for 10. Alright, we'll see next time his turn comes around. For 8. And I should have had Lack heal him so that he can attack. Oh well.
The treasure hold is a mess, but you spot a single unscathed chest among the wreckage. You decide to take its contents as a reward for your collective bravery.
Nice.
When you return to your vessel, the shipwreck sinks silently into the sea.
Alright, let's take a look. Everyone, I say everyone. Those two can equip any pieces of armor? Yeah, she can. It's gonna drop her speed by 4. Yeah, she's still gonna be faster than him. She could really do with the increased defense. Yeah. I was hoping to reveal everything without getting one last fight, but... yeah, he desperately needs to heal himself. We should probably flee, actually. Hey, got a trophy for that. Right, I think that's everything mapped out. Aside from those 3. Let's go back to the village, heal up, buy some new gear. Is that his face different? Nah. Okay. I didn't know if it changed her appearance back to the old man face if we came back here. Yes,
You
take a
beckon
rest.
everyone inside, inviting them to rest their weary bones.
Right. Oh, we got a ring, didn't we? Completely forgot. Yeah. Let's give that to... You know, let's go at the armor first and then decide who gets the ring. Okay, so only he gets new weapons, so... 4 extra attack and 1 extra speed. 9 extra attack, but I lose defense and speed. No. Oh, just an increase in everything. Let's go down the middle. Okay, armor. She's wearing the best defensively already. That gives him 1 extra defense in exchange for 1 of his speed, yeah. Let's take a look at the rings. If these are all purchasable right off the bat, I'm assuming we're going to get given 1 of each in chests and exploration and all that jazz. What do we want? Yeah, so he can take the one that we've already got. I'll get a dark one for her. Oh, what does the light give me? Defense and HP, okay. Yeah. Equip him with the water one. Oh, let's save. We didn't reveal everything, did we? Because there was segments that were still blocked off by rocks and whirlpools. Yeah. We've revealed everything we have access to, so let's go to this one.
You cross the sea and arrive at the South Isle. On the South Isle, you will hear the tale of a maiden in blue.
Wait.
The decision is in your hands.
So what does this one lead to? Same isle? Okay, yeah. South Isle as well. Weird that there's 2. Wonder if it makes a difference at all which one you land on. Right. We'll do that next time. For now, we'll settle with just the prologue. That actually took a lot longer than I thought. So it's a prologue and the intermission in between, so it actually doesn't roll straight into the next chapter. It gives you kind of like a little break in between. Alright. Cool. Alright, 2 hours and 17 minutes. That's a decent start for the game. For the very beginning. We'll pick it up next week, along with starting off Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories. So thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time. Cheers. Bye now.